Okay, it is the first lecture uh, of on this Vivid app. First of all, I want to tell you that Vivid is a very good app. So it's a very good forum that provides you a complete and comprehensive preparation for the CAIE, uh, for chemistry CAIE as well as for the other subjects. So as it's the first lecture and due to some problem I could not join it on time. So in this, there are 12 lectures which will be which will provide you complete and comprehensive preparation for chemistry. So that will cover whole syllabus. But today I have chosen one of the topic to discuss with you, that is sulfuric acid. So at the end of the lesson, you will be able to explain the manufacturing of sulfuric acid by contact process. Before starting, I want to tell you about sulfuric acid. That sulfuric acid is a very important chemical, and you can, if you want to check the economy of a country, you can see how much sulfuric acid is produced by that country. So sulfuric acid, it is a yellowish, it is a slightly yellowish pungent and viscous liquid. It's a very soluble liquid. Sulfuric acid is produced by a process which is known as contact process, and the raw materials which are required for sulfuric acid are sulfur and oxygen. So there are two raw materials which are used for the preparation of sulfuric acid. So this is a flow chart of contact process. First of all, sulfur and oxygen. They are introduced into a combustion furnace where both of them react together and form sulfur dioxide. Then sulfur dioxide is then oxidized to form sulfur trioxide in the presence of a catalyst, vanadium 5 oxide, 450 degrees C temperature. So, and the pressure is 2 to 3 atmosphere. Then sulfur trioxide is mixed with concentrated sulfuric acid and we get oleum, and oleum is dissolved in water to form sulfuric acid. This is the flow chart of contact process. Now we will discuss the all the processes or all the steps which are involved in the preparation of contact process. Number one, step one is, first of all, sulfur is burnt in the presence of excess of oxygen, and we get sulfur dioxide gas. Sulfur, as you know, that sulfur and oxygen, both of them are the raw material for the preparation of sulfur dioxide. So they are burnt. Sulfur is burnt in oxygen and forms sulfur dioxide gas. Then the next step is, in the next step, sulfur dioxide gas is then purified by removing impurities. Actually, students, in the next step three, you will see that sulfur dioxide will be oxidized to form sulfur trioxide, and a catalyst is used, that is vanadium 5 oxide. So before it is moved to the third step, before sulfur dioxide is oxidized to sulfur trioxide, it is first purified. It has some impurities of arsenic compound. So arsenic compounds are the impurities. So if we do not remove arsenic compound impurities from the sulfur dioxide, then the catalyst cannot work. So these impurities will poison the catalyst used in the main step. And this is done by passing steam, and then sulfur dioxide gas is passed through electrostatic dust precipitator to remove dust particle. So sulfur dioxide contain impurities. So first of all, it is passed through steam. So when it is passed through steam, the arsenic impurities, they stick to the steam, and that is why they are. This is how they are separated from sulfur dioxide gas. This is the main step, and the main step is known as the is due to this main step, the process is given the name the contact process. This step is carried out in a chamber which is known as contact chamber. In the contact chamber, sulfur dioxide is oxidized to form sulfur trioxide. Oxidized means that is it reacts with oxygen. Sulfur dioxide combines with oxygen to form sulfur trioxide. So as you can see that it is a reversible reaction. this is a double arrow that shows that the reaction is proceeding in the forward direction as well as in the backward direction. So this reaction is reversible as well as this reaction is exothermic. So the conditions are required for this uh, process for the conversion of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide, and that those conditions are: the temperature is 450 degrees C, pressure is 2 to 3 atmosphere, and catalyst is vanadium 5 oxide. The formula is V2O5. At these conditions, 98% sulfur dioxide is converted to sulfur trioxide. So under the presence of in the presence of these conditions, the temperature 450 degrees C, pressure 2 to 3 atmosphere, and catalyst vanadium 5 oxide, we get 98% conversion of sulfur dioxide gas to sulfur trioxide. If we move back to the reaction, sulfur dioxide and the conversion of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide is a reversible reaction. So reversible reaction is that reaction which proceed in the forward direction as well as in the backward direction. So that is the reactants react to form product and the product give back reactant. So in order to convert sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide, or in order to increase the yield of our product, or in order to proceed the reaction only in the forward direction, we require the conditions, some conditions due to which we get more and more amount of sulfur trioxide. So these conditions, as we have discussed, these are: the temperature is 450 degrees C, pressure is 2 to 3 atmosphere, and catalyst is vanadium 5 oxide. Right? Yes, Saqib Nawaz, is it clear to you? Now, next step is step 4. We have sulfur trioxide is now dissolved in sulfuric acid to form oleum. Children, I want to tell you that we have sulfur trioxide can directly be converted to sulfuric acid. That is, when sulfur trioxide gas is dissolved in water, it can give you sulfuric acid. But that reaction is very explosive. That reaction is exothermic, so that can splash out. Sulfuric acid will splash out, and that can injure you. So, a safety method is used. First of all, sulfur trioxide is dissolved in concentrated sulfuric acid and form oleum. Now, you will have a question. Question will come in your mind that we are going to prepare sulfuric acid and we are using sulfuric acid instead. So the thing is that here the just a very light spray of sulfuric acid is used along with sulfur trioxide. So that the purpose of sulfuric acid, a very light spray or very less amount of sulfuric acid is used. So that will just convert sulfur trioxide into oleum. Oleum is H2S2O7. The other name of oleum is pyrosulfuric acid. So then in the next step, pyrosulfuric acid or oleum that will be dissolved in water, and we will safely prepare sulfuric acid. Like in this case, sulfuric acid will not splash out or it will not injure you. So you can see oleum is now dissolved in water to form sulfuric acid. So H2S2O7 is oleum that will be dissolved in water to form sulfuric acid. So you will note here that sulfur trioxide gas cannot be directly dissolved in water because it is a very violent reaction. It will splash out and it can injure you. So the this is the block diagram of contact process. You can see here the chambers which are like sulfur and oxygen, they are burnt and how they are being converted. So you can see here that is how the sulfuric acid gas is produced. First of all, the sulfur and oxygen gases, they are introduced and sulfur dioxide gas is formed. Sulfur dioxide is oxidized to form sulfur trioxide. Sulfur trioxide, uh, here sulfur dioxide gas is purified from the arsenic impurities. Then sulfur dioxide gas is oxidized to form sulfur trioxide. Then in the next, sulfur trioxide will mix with a shower of sulfuric acid and form oleum. So oleum will be dissolved in water to form sulfuric acid. So this is the block diagram for the preparation of sulfuric acid. So in this Along with contact process, should also know the uses of sulfuric acid. It is a part of the syllabus. So first of all, it is used in the manufacture of fertilizer. You know that sulfuric acid is when reacts with ammonia, it forms ammonium sulfate, and ammonium sulfate is a very good fertilizer. And it is used in the manufacture of detergent. It is not directly used to form the detergent. First of all, sulfuric acid react with organic compound to form organosulfonic acid, and then organosulfonic acid react with sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide alkylase to form detergents. It is a battery acid, like in the UPS battery and in the vehicle battery. So the electrolyte is 30% sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is used in the synthesis of paints, pigments, and fibers. So these are the uses of sulfuric acid. Mainly, the first three are very important. That is in the manufacture of fertilizer, in the manufacture of detergents, and and as a battery acid. In the battery, it is used as an electrolyte. So at the end of the lesson, you should now know what is the name of the process which is used for the preparation of sulfuric acid, and what are the different steps which are involved in the synthesis of sulfuric acid. What is the main step of the preparation of sulfuric acid, which is the contact process, that is the oxidation of sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide, and then the lastly the uses of sulfuric acid. So, we're linking with this topic, there are also uses of sulfur dioxide. So, the uses of sulfur dioxide too, sulfur dioxide gas is used as a preservative for the uh, dry fruit, especially. It kills germs, bacteria, or molds. Sulfur dioxide is also used to bleach wood pulp. That is, as you know, that wood is yellowish white, so it is used to decolorize it. So these are the uses of sulfur dioxide. So with this, you cover a complete topic of sulfuric acid from CAIE. So that is the synthesis of sulfuric acid by contact process, the uses of sulfuric acid, and the uses of sulfur dioxide.